Hello, my name is Mark Sherwood, and in this lesson I'm going to be talking to you about the path of least resistance. What do I mean by the path of least resistance? I simply mean this, that given a choice between an easy path and a hard path that both go to the same place, which path are you most likely to take? Well, if you're intelligent, most of the time you're going to be taking the easy path. Now, when it comes to your body, when it's faced with an exercise stress, it thinks that same way. Your body is intelligent. And if we compare an exercise stress to a difficult path, your body doesn't like a difficult path. It wants to make that path easier. So it wants to make that exercise stress easier. Well, how can it do that? It does that by making adaptations to itself. Just like if I had a path and there was things in the way of that path and it was kind of difficult to take, and I could just level it off and smooth it off here and remove some things from that path and maybe even make some pavement on it, that would make the path easier. And I've just adapted that path so that I can travel on it easier. Well, your body does the same thing when it comes to an exercise stress. That's why it becomes stronger. It's adapting to make that weight easier to lift. It gains endurance so that you can go further without as much effort. It gains speed. It gains flexibility. It does all these things so that when it faces an exercise challenge, that exercise challenge becomes easier. The number one goal of your body when faced with an exercise stress or a difficult exercise stress is simply to make that stress easier. So that's why your body makes adaptations, so it becomes easier. Now, there's also instances in which it's not easy to make an adaptation, and so your body doesn't do it. So, for instance, if I had to make an adaptation to a path, it's a hard path, it's a difficult path, but the adaptations were too hard to make. The tree was too big and I couldn't get it out of the way. The boulder that was in my way, it was too big and I couldn't get it out of the way. And so, various things that might be in there, I don't have the ability or the resources to make an adaptation, so I just have to leave it the way it is. Your body works the same way. So if you create exercise conditions that are too difficult to adapt to, then your body just leaves everything the way it is and you stay at the same level of condition, the same level of fitness. And so you need to think about that when you're doing your exercise. Are you creating conditions so that the path of least resistance is going in the direction of an easy adaptation, or is it a hard adaptation for your body to make? Well, you want to create conditions that allow easy adaptations to help your body make choices such as either gaining strength or gaining endurance or gaining speed or losing weight, gaining flexibility. Make the right choices to help you to meet your goal. Now, in the next lesson, I want to be talking about a very important aspect of helping your body to make those choices, to create specific conditions that will cause your body to go in the right direction to help you meet that goal. And that principle that I'm going to be talking about is the principle of specificity.